You're not special for struggling. Read that again. Let it sting. Because the sooner you stop romanticizing your pain, the sooner you can actually do something about it. Struggle is not a badge of honor. Struggle doesn't make you unique. Everyone struggles. Everyone has demons, disappointments, heartbreaks, failures, and fears. The only difference? Some people stay buried in it, and others win anyway. And right now, let's be honest, you've been acting like your struggle makes you different, like it excuses your lack of results, like it justifies your procrastination, your self-pity, your endless cycles of almost changing. You cling to your story as if being broken gives you identity. It doesn't. It gives you chains. Here's the first harsh truth. No one is coming to save you, and no one is impressed by how hard your life feels. People don't reward pain, they reward progress. You can cry about how unfair things are, but the world doesn't care. Your boss doesn't care. Your partner doesn't care. Life doesn't care. Second harsh truth. You're not as stuck as you pretend. You're just addicted to using struggle as a shield against responsibility. You've convinced yourself you're different, but the only thing different about you is how long you've been rehearsing excuses. Third harsh truth. Your struggle isn't even the real enemy. Your interpretation of it is. Struggle isn't what kills people. Plenty of people have faced worse than you and built greatness out of it. What kills you is deciding that your struggle is a reason to stop instead of a reason to push harder. So let's get raw. What if your pain isn't special? What if your heartbreak isn't unique? What if your anxiety, your debt, your loneliness, what if all of it is just the same storm billions of humans have already endured? Then what? Then your excuse evaporates. Then you have no reason left to hide. And that's the mindset shift you need right now. Struggle doesn't make you special, it makes you human. Winning despite it makes you different. Stop trying to use your pain as currency to buy sympathy. It doesn't work. People nod, they pity you, then they move on. Your pain doesn't pay your bills. Your pain doesn't build your body. Your pain doesn't win respect. Only action does. So here's the question that matters. What are you going to do with your struggle? Sit in it, romanticize it, post about it online, or use it as fuel to build something real? Here's your first challenge. Take one piece of your struggle, the thing you complain about the most, and turn it into an action. Lonely? Don't post quotes online. Join a group. Talk to someone new. Broke? Don't whine about inflation. Cut one expense and build one new skill. Out of shape? Don't wait for motivation. Go sweat for 30 minutes today. Action is the only way out. Not therapy speak, not pity, not waiting for the perfect conditions. Action. Because the truth is, struggle isn't what keeps you down, it's the story you tell about it. And if you don't change that story, you'll be repeating it for the rest of your life, boring everyone around you and convincing yourself you're cursed, when really you're just undisciplined. Here's the final slap of truth for this section. Stop acting like pain makes you unique. It doesn't. Everyone bleeds, everyone hurts, everyone struggles, but not everyone wins. And the only way you'll separate yourself from the pack is by proving you can take the hits and keep swinging anyway. So here's the line in the sand. Are you going to stay addicted to being special for struggling? Or are you finally ready to be respected for winning anyway? Your move. Let's cut even deeper. You've been worshiping your struggle like it's some twisted god. You've built your entire identity around it, and that's why you're stuck. Think about how often you lead with your pain. You tell people about your stress, your anxiety, your toxic ex, your financial struggles. You wear it like armor, but really it's a leash. And every time you repeat that story, you reinforce the cage you're in. Here's the slap of reality. Your struggle is boring. Everyone has one. The difference is that some people use it as an excuse and some use it as fuel. Guess which group gets results? You've been confusing attention with respect. Sure, people might nod, sympathize, even pat you on the back when you talk about how hard life is, but deep down, they're not impressed, they're not inspired, they're not moved. Why? Because words don't matter, results do. Let me hit you with 3 harsh truths you can't ignore. Truth number 1, your struggle is not unique, it's recycled. Someone else has lived it, and someone else has beaten it. You're not cursed, you're just choosing not to fight. Truth number 2. The longer you cling to your pain, the more attractive mediocrity feels. That's why you settle. That's why you tolerate toxic love. That's why you accept less from yourself. Pain has become your excuse to stop demanding more. Truth number 3. Your struggle story doesn't just hold you back, it repels the very people who could elevate you. High-value people don't want to hear about how tough life is. They want to see how tough you are. And that's the mindset shift you've been avoiding. You don't get respected for suffering, you get respected for overcoming. So let me ask you, what if you flipped the script? What if, instead of romanticizing your struggle, you weaponized it? What if you stopped saying, "Look at what I'm going through," and started saying, "Look at what I built despite it"? Here's your next challenge. Take the one thing in your life you've been using as your excuse and turn it into your edge. If you've been telling people you're broke, make money your obsession. If you've been whining about anxiety, attack discomfort daily until fear loses its grip. If you've been crying about loneliness, become the person who brings energy to every room. Stop being the victim of your struggle. Start being the architect of your comeback. Because here's the brutal reality. Nobody's giving you points for pain. You can sit in your misery for decades, and the scoreboard won't move. But the second you act differently, consistently, that's when you start rewriting the game. And don't get it twisted. Winning doesn't mean perfection. It means momentum. It means proving every single day that your actions are louder than your excuses. It means showing the world that your scars didn't break you, they built you. Here's the final slap for this section. Struggle is not your identity, it's just your training ground. If you stay stuck, you'll die with a story nobody wants to hear. If you fight, you'll live with a story everyone wants to follow. So decide, are you going to keep introducing yourself as the one who suffered? Or are you finally ready to become the one who conquered? The world doesn't care about your pain, but it will care about your proof. Now prove it. Here's the final nail in your excuse coffin. Struggling doesn't make you special. Winning does. The world isn't built to reward your wounds. It's built to reward your results. And if you want respect, love, money, freedom, whatever it is, you don't get it by being the loudest complainer in the room. You get it by being the one who kept moving when everyone else quit. Let's get brutally clear. Life doesn't hand out medals for effort. It doesn't care that you tried. It doesn't care that you meant well. It only cares about outcomes. And right now, your outcomes don't lie. They're a mirror of your habits, your standards, your choices. You've been comforting yourself with lies. Lies like, "It's harder for me than it is for them. I just need more time to heal. I'm waiting for the right moment." No, you don't need more time. You don't need the stars to align. You don't need sympathy. You need discipline. You need courage. You need action. And here's the part you'll hate but need to hear. Your excuses feel valid only because you've repeated them so long they sound like truth. But the moment you step outside your comfort zone and start stacking proof, those same excuses collapse under their own weight. Want a shocking realization? Most of your struggle is self-manufactured. Your anxiety, fed by your bad habits. Your loneliness, fed by your refusal to grow past toxic patterns. Your lack of money, fed by distractions and wasted energy. Yes, life hits hard, but most of the punches you're taking, you're throwing at yourself. And that's the shift. You're not a victim of struggle. You're a participant in it. And the day you stop participating is the day you start winning. So what does winning look like? It looks boring. It looks like small, disciplined daily actions nobody claps for. It looks like turning down comfort for growth, silence for excuses, progress for pity. It looks like building a life brick by brick until people can't ignore you anymore. Here's your final challenge. For the next 30 days, stop talking about your struggle. Stop posting it. Stop leading with it. No more life is hard conversations. Replace every single story of pain with one story of proof. Show people what you're doing, not what you're feeling. Do this and watch what shifts. People who used to pity you will start respecting you. People who overlooked you will start noticing you. And most importantly, you'll stop seeing yourself as broken and start seeing yourself as unbreakable. Because here's the final slap of truth. Your struggle isn't what defines you. Your response does. Struggle is ordinary. Winning anyway is rare. And the second you stop worshiping pain and start worshiping progress, you'll separate yourself from 99% of people stuck in the same loop. So I'll leave you with this. You're not special for struggling. You're not unique for hurting. You're not impressive for surviving. You'll be special when you overcome. You'll be unique when you rise. You'll be impressive when you win anyway. And the best part? Winning is easier than you think, because most people never even try.